All right, this is number 2. The triangle JKL undergoes a reflection, A, B, C, and D. Given the coordinates of the triangle J prime, K prime, and L prime, these are actually the new points. Understand that. All right, you're going to determine the vertex of JKL. Understand that this of JKL is actually the pre-image. Okay, so let's take a look at number 1. The rule of this is a reflection over the x-axis. The reflection over the x-axis, we know that the point x comma y, we're going to be an arrow such that the y changes value. So it goes from a y to a negative y. Okay? So what we have here is the J prime point. So we want to go to the regular J points. Okay? Nothing happens to the x. Okay? So for it to go to a negative 4, it started with a positive 4. So you just change its sign. Okay? Then to go to k, it was a 3 comma. It's going to go to a 7. So we just change its sign to a negative 7. Right? And then L, which is originally it, nothing happens to the 6. It became a 1 first, and how it became a negative 1. Okay, so these are all the regular points. J was 2 comma 4, K was 3 comma negative 7, and L was 6 comma 1. It's going to go under that transformation to produce those new points. Okay, so you're applying the same rule. Okay, now next we have the over the y-axis. The rule of the y-axis is that the x value will change. So x comma 1 arrow, negative x comma y. So let's look at the pre-image. J, nothing happens to that 3. Okay, it has to go from a negative 5. That's how it gets to that 5. K, again, nothing happens to that negative 2, but that 1 was originally a negative 1. And then the L, again, nothing happens to that 4. The x is what changed. It was originally a positive. Okay, that's how he gets there. C, a reflection of y equals 2x. Y equals x is when x and comma y arrow, when it becomes y comma x. This is when they flip. Okay, so let's take a look at the pre-image. J originally was when the negative 1 was the x and the 2 was the y. K was when it was negative 5 comma 4, everything switches. And L was when it was 1 comma 3, that's when they switched. All right. And then when it's y equals to negative x, this is when x comma y will arrow to have negative y comma negative x. This is when they flip and when you change the sign. Okay, and we're going to apply that same rule. So J is going to be, it goes, well, I'm going to flip it first. So negative 1 comma 1, and then we'll change the sign. So this becomes a negative, that becomes a positive 1, and this becomes a negative 1. Okay? Then let's look at K. It is a, let's see, 0, 3. And I have to flip the sign, so it's a negative 3 now. L, we have to change it again, negative 4 comma 0. And then the negative 4 becomes a positive. So that's what it went to. Okay, so that's the prime, or the original points from the prime points right here. You're just applying those rules, but backwards.